Okay, guys, this is U.S. History A, Essentials to Success. So in this live lesson, we're going to be learning about how to be successful in U.S. History Part A. This would also apply to Part B as well, but we're going to focus on Part A today and what you need to do to make sure you're successful.
Okay, a little bit about myself. My wife Lindsay and I met 14 years ago, 15 years ago, teaching in Lexington One Schools. She taught English and I taught history, and we got married, and now she is the children's ministry director at our church, and I, of course, teach at SC Whitmore. We have three sons. Jackson Lee is 10, Hudson is 7, and Graham is 4. We are very active in our church. Like I said, Lindsay, her job is with our church. She's part-time with our church, and I am an elder and on the preaching team at our church. And so a lot of what we do revolves around going to our church and working at our church and doing things like that. I also love sports. My family is a big sports family. Lindsay played soccer at Newberry. I love all kinds of sports. I really enjoy playing golf now, but of course, we really enjoy watching football. We're Gamecocks. I went to Carolina and graduated from Carolina, and so my family are Gamecocks. If you're a Tiger, that's okay. You've got a leg up on us right now, but hopefully that won't last forever. So we enjoy sports, watching them, playing them. We also enjoy laughing and having a good time, and so that's a little bit about myself.
Let's now talk about how you can be successful in all of your classes, and of course that will help you be successful in other aspects of life as well. One of the things you need to be successful is disciplined. It's one of the most important qualities that can contribute to your achievement and happiness. And that's a study, actually, a scientific study done that actually shows this. I love the famous quote, we must all suffer one of two things, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret or disappointment. So you can either suffer being disciplined, and that is a little painful to be disciplined to make sure that we do our work, we do it on time, we work hard, or we suffer the pain of being regretful or disappointed when we don't make the grade we want to make, or when we have to work really hard at the end of a class because we have waited to the end to do it. So there's going to be pain one way or the other. I prefer the pain of discipline, and that is a little pain, but it's not so bad when you are committed to it. How to be disciplined, we want to remove temptations. If there's a temptation, it maybe it's video games for you, or it could be chatting with friends, or texting, or whatever it may be. You want to remove that temptation when it's time to do schoolwork. Doesn't mean that we remove it completely, but we want to remove it when we have scheduled time to do work. Want to eat regularly and make sure we eat healthy stuff. Don't wait for it to feel right. If we're always waiting for something to feel right, that's never going to happen. So we want to schedule time to actually do our work. Make sure you schedule breaks and treats and rewards. When you do your work like you're supposed to, reward yourself. Give yourself plenty of breaks and treats, and then forgive yourself if you mess up and move forward. Don't dwell on the past if you've messed up in the past, or if you go a couple days and you're like, I didn't really do the work I should have done. Forget it, move forward, and keep on going. Some basic information about U.S. history. It is a two-part class. You're going to take Part A first, and then you'll take Part B as soon as you finish Part A. Both of these are required, are high school requirements, so you'll get a half credit for each, or actually you'll get a full credit once you complete both of them. There is an end of course exam at the end of this part 2 of this class. So at the end of part B, you will take an end of course exam that is state mandated. Whitmore School doesn't have a choice in that. You're required to take it by the state of South Carolina. It will count 20% of your grade. So it's important that you go into the end of course exam prepared to do well on it, because it does count for a good portion of your grade. The EOC, the end of course exam, will cover both the first part and the second part of the class. There are a lot of great videos in the class, and in fact, the questions that we ask in the lessons can't possibly cover all the information you need to know for the class and for the end of course test. So the videos are a great place for you to learn this information. Ms. Lekovich and myself in most lessons have videos at the top of each lesson, and those videos are the most important ones to do and to listen to and to watch and to take notes on in order to be successful. Make sure you watch either my video, Mr. Cannon, or Ms. Lekovich's video, or you can watch both of them. Now, I would encourage you, since you're taking my class, to watch my video because I've created it understanding what you need to know for the class. But if you watch Mrs. Lekovich's and you prefer her videos, you can certainly watch those as well. And then you're going to take notes on those videos. And for most lessons, not all, but for most, the video taking notes, on the video counts for 40% of the entire grade in that lesson. So 4 out of 10 points. We also put some supplementary videos throughout the lessons. A lot of them are videos that are designed to help you on a specific topic, and you're welcome to watch those as well. We would encourage you to watch those. And then we will be using a program called USA Test Prep that will have little short videos, maybe 3, 4, 5 minutes each, and we'll use those to supplement what we do as well. Now, posting in my class. To be successful in Mr. Cannon's class, I ask that you paste all questions and answers into the lesson submit box. Now, you're going to want to do your work in Google Docs or in another program so that in case something happens and it doesn't post like it's supposed to, and you need to go back and get that information again, you'll still have it. Google Docs saves all of your information. So if you try to type in the actual lesson and it disappears, it's gone forever. So make sure you do the work in Google Docs or something like that and then paste it into the lesson submit box. Mark all partial post as partial post. That way I'll know before I go in and grade it, oh, you're not finished with this lesson, and I'll just make sure that you've done an hour's worth of work. Now you get 1 partial post for each lesson, but all partial posts still have to do an hour of work. It still has to show me that you've worked for an hour. So if you post something and it's only one answer or one little tiny part of the lesson and you don't show me that you've actually worked for an hour, I have to count that as an unqualified post. So make sure that you show me in some way or another that you've done an hour's worth of work. Make sure you ask all questions in a teacher message. I respond to those messages first thing in the morning. Before I do anything else, I'll respond to those teacher messages. The last thing I do before I go to bed is check those teacher messages. So make sure that if you have a question, ask it in a teacher message so I can get back with you quickly. Use spell check and proofread for grammar. One of the biggest mistakes students make is they get points taken off because they have 8 or 9 spelling errors. There is a spell check feature in Google Docs. And in most programs you use, actually, there's a spell check feature. Just use it. It doesn't mean that it'll catch every mistake, but it'll catch a lot of them. And then you obviously want to proofread and have somebody proofread for you as well for grammar. Now, with each lesson, as I said before, I'm going to say it again. Make sure you're watching the PowerPoints at the very top of each lesson. There's a video at the top of there are actually 2 videos at the top of almost each lesson. There are a few lessons that only have 1, but I have actually gone in and created my own videos, and so they're at the top of each lesson as well, or almost each lesson. So you can either watch mine, I would encourage you to watch mine, or watch Mrs. Lekovich. If I don't have a video on a particular lesson, make sure you watch hers. Read the text underneath the videos and take notes. You have to watch the videos, but it's also important that you read through that text. Ask questions if you get stuck. Don't get stuck somewhere, get frustrated, and then just quit posting. I can help you. I promise you. If you ask me a question, I'll get back with you. And then if I still don't give you the answer that you're looking for, or if you're still confused, make an appointment to meet with me via Google Hangouts. I'll have several appointment times. Monday through Friday, I have an hour in the morning and an hour in the afternoon that you can meet with me. If those times don't work for you, if you're looking and you're like, I have to work all day and I can't meet with you in the morning or afternoon, let me know that, and I will schedule a time. Even if it's in the evening, I will make sure that I can meet with you. I will work around your schedule because I want you to be successful. So if you get stuck on something and a teacher message my response still doesn't make sense to you, make sure you make an appointment or let me know of a time you can meet with me, and I will be happy to meet with you so that I can help you get through this class. I'm very excited about having you in the class this semester, this year. I know you're going to do a great job, and I'm here to help you. So make sure that you use me as your #1 resource if you ever need help, if the videos don't make sense or if the questions you're going over don't make sense. One of the big mistakes some of my students make is that they try to Google all of the answers to the questions. That is not how these lessons are designed. Googling information will not get you what you need to know for this class. It's important that you do the information in the lessons. That includes the videos and the text. If you're Googling answers, #1, you're not going to make as good a grade because most of the lessons require you to take notes on the video. But #2, you're not learning the information you need to know to do well on the end of course test. But if you do watch the videos like you're supposed to and take notes like you're supposed to, I promise you, you will be prepared for that end of course test. It's going to be a great year. I'm looking forward to it, and I'll talk to you later.